All right. Looks like we must be live. Well, I hope we're live because welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world is cryptocurrency. That's right. So we are in a brand new studio today. I've moved to the UK. I'm in sunny Scotland. Well, not very sunny actually. The weather is awful. And we are here today with my first live stream with this software. So let's see how it all works out. Should be okay, I think. We have excellent connection. I think we're live. So if someone can get into the comments and let me know that we are live. The chat should be up here in the right, but of course it's not. Not there yet anyway. Hopefully it'll pop up at some point. So today we are going to be talking about bananas. Bananas. That's right. I eat a banana every single morning, actually. That's true. But bananas, not the food. We're talking about bananas in the chart. What is the banana zone? What is the Bitcoin banana zone? And while we wait for this mysterious banana to arrive, what can we do to profit, right? Because we can't just wait for the chart to go up. We've got to make money before the chart goes up. That's the whole point, right? Of passive income and earning while we're earning. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to be looking into the market of Bitcoin and crypto and checking out what's going on today. Then we are going to be having a look at what exactly the banana zone is. Who is Raoul Paul? And why was he going on about this? I thought it was RuPaul, to be honest, like RuPaul's Drag Race. Why the hell is this guy talking about Bitcoin? But it wasn't. It was Raoul Paul. And then we're going to go through 4 ways, right? 4, count them. 4 ways that I think we can profit before the bull run really kicks off. The banana gets peeled, to be honest. We're going to have a look at that. Cool. So we can see, actually, yes, it's working perfectly. We have Brett saying all good. Welcome to the stream, Brett. I know how Brett earns crypto, and we will be mentioning a little bit about what he does actually, because he's kind of, I don't know, mature. I've known Brett for years now, and fellow DGen, but as we age, he's getting a bit more mature with his crypto. That's important too. So let's move into everything that's going on today, and let's have a look at the market. So we are up. Finally, Bitcoin 58,600. And as I said in my stream before I left China and came to the UK, right, I think that Bitcoin is going to be stuck in this zone for months, right? And we are just going to be going 55, 50, 60, 65, 50, like just bouncing in that zone, reflecting what we were doing when we were in that post-pandemic time, right? That's why I think it's going to be happening. And we can see, unfortunately, even though alts are coming back right now, they're all down massively bad. And my favorites, are just, they're drowning, right? I'm pretty happy about this one, Pepe. We did call the top on Pepe. I sold about a quarter of my bag into ETH, and then I cashed out some of it, and, I spent it. But basically, Pepe needs to get back up to that 0.065, 0.050 zeros in his 9 or 5, or knocking off that 1 again before it gets juicy. But we can see that the top was called, and by Richie. That's right, by me. Like and subscribe. And we have dumped, and all memes have dumped, thankfully. What's coming next? I'm not sure. Now, this is an interesting story that's been happening while I've been on a holiday. This is the Germans. Damn Germans, man. This is possibly the worst thing that Germany's ever done, is sell their Bitcoin this week in the history of Germany. I don't know. I can't think of anything else they've done bad. You tell me. But yeah, they've been selling their Bitcoin. They sold millions and millions, hundreds of millions of Bitcoin. And just to mess with them, because they dumped their bags, paper hands, right? People have started sending Bitcoin into the German government's Bitcoin wallet. So it started with $2. Some guy, after they sold all 100% of their Bitcoin, they sold off, right? Which is insane. Why? When the chart is looking like this, why in hell? They're supposed to, German. I've got a lot of German friends. They're very responsible and trustworthy and diligent and generally make pretty good decisions, especially with finance as well. Actually, a lot of my German friends. And when you see a chart like this, like why would you? Why I don't understand why you sell it, because it's clearly going to go up eventually. It's a great chart, the Bitcoin chart. But yeah, they decided to sell everything. Super cycle, yeah. Banana Republic's joined actually. Welcome, Banana Republic. Good time to join because we're talking about bananas, and that's why not? When we're talking about bananas, then the Banana Man joins. But yeah, so we are, we're getting ready for the super cycle, but they decided to dump, and brilliant Bitcoin DGen starts sending in a Bitcoin into the wallet, right? And it's all before the banana zone, right? So what is it? Bitcoin bottom signal, Germany government runs out of Bitcoin to sell. That's right, they have no more Bitcoin. This is bullish, right? Them dumping the market was a great buying opportunity for Bitcoin. I did buy some. And now that they're out, they surely will regret this for the rest of their time. Bitcoin banana zone, what is it? So, I was searching Google, what is a banana zone? We got some AI bananas, and then we had this guy's face here, Raoul Pal. Who is Raoul Pal? Is this guy here. He is a crypto influencer, and he's a popular crypto influencer. He shared his insights into the current state of the market, shedding light on the trajectory of Bitcoin and Solana. Pal pointed out a significant pattern evident in the charts of both cryptocurrencies resembling a bullish flag formation. In his analysis, the expert anticipates the onset of what he terms to be the banana zone, a phase characterized by heightened market activity and potential for exponential growth, and of course mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So he's predicting this is going to come in 2024 to 2025. I mean, honestly, it doesn't take a genius to see that. You know what I mean? Like, look at this chart. Yes, I think that Bitcoin is going to be going up. Really? Wow. Thanks. Look at this. Is a great chart. Ridiculous. So anyway, so I looked through what's been going on, right, and why this is alpha, right, and what did Raoul Pal talk about, right, in his 2024 crypto predictions, right, with Chris Bernitsky and Raoul Pal. You can watch this on YouTube, or you can just look at this quick top 10 highlights of what happened. Okay, so 10 reasons to watch the full episode. We're in the late third to early fourth inning of the current crypto cycle, according to Chris Bernitsky. Focus is on growing value within existing portfolios, especially in the Solana ecosystem. Number 2, Placeholder has heavily invested in Solana and its ventures like Tensor and Drip, not that Drip. Sol's public market rises, valuations increase. The Drip they're talking about is like an NFT platform, I think. Tokens versus equity. Chris prefers token investments for their earlier liquidity, but highlights the challenge of aligning long-term value with token models. Airdrop challenges, blah, blah. So they go through all of this, and they say basically that the banana zone is coming. Now, if we come to the rainbow chart, right? Now, I think they're jumping the gun, right? And it's all here. It's always all here, right? Past presidents in Bitcoin is very strong, right? This one, the first halving, I would disregard in 2013 because everything was new and liquidity was low. But the second one, right, 2017 is where we'll have to look, right? Halving, then we have a good year before we got motoring, right? Then 2021, halving, and then we had a good year before we got motoring along. And now we're coming to 2025, 2024, and the halving, right, which just happened this year, a couple months ago. And we're going to have a good couple months before we get motoring, probably a year, right? So I really don't think we're going to see any bullish, crazy pumping from Bitcoin. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am going to be wrong in Bitcoin until at least the end of 2024 or the beginning of 2025, right? Which would roundabout be here, right, in this zone. So this is what I think, right? It's too soon. People are jumping the gun. The banana zone is not yet here. We have not banana. The banana means, just as you can see here, that's a banana. And here, there's a banana there as well, right? So I don't know. If you think we are early in the cycle and we're going to go parabolic pretty soon, then let me know. But I know a lot of people who watch this channel have been in the last cycle. And we are not virgins in the crypto space, and we know when this is all happening. And interestingly, going by the old rainbow chart, we have been a fire sale for months. So the time to buy Bitcoin has been since last year, essentially. So I hope you guys have been buying up the Bitcoin and doing it. Right, so that's my thoughts. As I said before, not very interesting, I know, but that is it, right? We are not there yet. Not there yet. Sorry. In the comments, what we got? So Brett's saying all good. US has a ton of confiscated Bitcoin from Silk Road 2. Oh yeah, Mt. Gox as well. That will be another thing that's going to continue to push down the chart until the end of the year, right? Just chill. Farm and chill. Mine and chill, right? Degen and chill. This is what we're going to be talking about. Still, they still owe a few billy to Poland in reparations. The Germans, I guess they do. Got to pay that back. And Rolf's Alf meme coin calls AMC on ETH up 50% today. Please check the chart out. The one with the USA flag in it. AMC on ETH. All right, come on then. Let's have a look. You know, up 50%. Must be the one that's up 41%. Yeah, American flag on it. All right. AMC, huh? What we got? What is it? Who is it? Anyone got this coin? AMC. We got a website. America's meme coin. Oh, great. It's a meme coin. Buy AMC. Working to make America great again. It's the most patriotic token ever. Great. The market cap, the fully is two. Come on, let's deck screener this bad boy. Can't be really $2 million market cap. I mean, of course it's at 50%. I mean, pretty easy to do that if it's 50%. Oh, where we going? Boom. America's meme coin. Okay. Market cap 2 million. Liquidity 200,000. From the chart, it's okay. So it's been around since 15th of June. It's not even a month old, and it's dumped with the market, and it's slowly starting to peak up. It could be something, to be honest, but you've really got to check the socials on these if you want to look into a coin like this. So we come and we hopefully have their Twitter paired in here somewhere. Lots of rocket. I'll give it a rocket for you. There's a rocket. What's the Twitter? This is how you research these coins, right? AMC. Oh, you're all for AMC, huh? America's meme coin. Will we follow? Go on, then we follow you. I'm not buying it though. I'm not buying it yet. All right, well, that's AMC, 4,000 followers, small cap, small meme coin with possibly a good following. You can check easily, right? So here's a guy, this is not a forward, so always check on Twitter. If it's a forwarded tweet, then of course it's going to have a lot of likes and reposts. If it's just published by them 2 hours ago, it's got 51 likes, 36 retweets, come here, 91 likes, 114 likes. So it looks like organic growth to me, which is the bread and butter of meme coins, right? So if they post 4th of July, they posted this, 89 likes, right? So looks like they have roughly 50 to 100 likes per post and a couple of retweets as well, about 20 to 50 retweets. So I would say, why not? I take a gamble on it if that you're interested in something like that. But that's not what we're not talking about that today. We're talking about 4 ways to profit in the bull market right now. Now, I actually, by rules, right? Well, let's talk about rules. By rules, I am disregarding 2 specific kinds of ways to earn on this, right? I'm not going to include airdrops. I'm not including airdrop farming, right? Because we're over farmed. We are airdrop farmed out. I've had enough. Don't want airdrop farm anymore, man. So I've left that off. There are many ways to airdrop farm. I personally have had the most success from airdrop farming EtherFi. I did really well with ZK Sync. There's a couple other ones. Wormhole was good. Layer 0 was good. The big ones, great. The smaller ones, not so great. A little bit of a waste of time. Notcoin was pretty good. That was good. But I've really cooled off on the airdrop farming because I just got really jaded with it. And the other one we're not going to be talking about today is ROI dApps, right? Even though there may be ways to make money on ROI dApps, right? There might be very good ways to make money with ROI dApps, but right now we're not going to talk about it because it's too high risk, and we're talking about ways to make it in the long term. I mean, we talked about, what was it? base staked, something like that. Last week, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, lasted 3 weeks. Done, right? So many of these dApps, they're just not lasting. It's not the time yet for ROI dApps. But if you look down there, what's that? Yeah, that's right. That is launching very soon, right? The reason we're going to just say before we get into the 4 safe ways is that we are launching this because of our vote. We got the vote in this month for the SCC, our NFT collection on the channel, the SCC. We are 863 members, I think, of NFTs, and we've already sent down $69,000 to our holders. That is 147 Matic per NFT, right? If you held from day one. And we do votes every month. So it is the 13th of July. You have one more day to come in, and don't forget to vote, right? So click this on the website. It will take you to the voting page where you can now vote on our open proposal, which is to open or not open Arbitrum Land. And you can see it is 88% open that bad boy. So we will be opening on Arbitrum Land. It's ready. Everything's ready. Docs are ready. Site's ready. We can launch at any point. I just have to press the button. At the moment, I'm building the bots, and we're making a 3D hype video for it. I've just brought in some new team members to work on the promotion for it, and we will finish the vote, and then we'll get rolling with it. So expect this to launch. Now, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about this because I did make this. Right. Hopefully you can see that. Can you guys see the Arbitrum Land map? Right. We're going to talk a bit about it. The way that this works is, this is why I'm really bullish about launching Arbitrum Land, is because the game theory of Arbitrum Land is better than almost every ROI dApp out there, in my opinion, right? I've taken some inspiration from 2 very great protocols. The first platform I took inspiration from was the Elephant Money Futures, right? Because in Arbitrum Land, if you want to compound, you must pay a fee. The fee goes into your mining power, of course, but you must pay. So there is no free use of the amazing power of compound interest, right? So you have to pay 0.01 ETH to compound, right? For that, you go to the Dragons. And the second platform, which I did take a lot of influence from, was Pulse Drip, right? In Pulse Drip, when you claim out your drip, you then eat into your compounded earnings. So in Arbitrum Land, when you claim out, at some point, when you're over 50% ROI, you start to get taxed on your compounded mining power, right? We call them nights. As you ROI more, your tax will raise up until you reach 250% ROI. Your tax will go all the way up, right? It goes quite high. So this is a way of making sure that this will last for ages. We have a lot of other perks in it too for NFT holders, where you can actually boost your yield higher than any other players if you do own the SCC NFT. And importantly, down at the bottom there, it says for money going in and money going out, there is a 1% fee which goes to Polygon Land, right? And Polygon Land is here, it's still alive, we're still moving. Polygon Land, it exists, it's alive. We launched this almost a year ago. There is at the moment 28,000 Matic in the balance, and this has gone in right down into kind of like survival mode almost, I would say. You can see today I do have 10 Matic sitting in here to be earned, right? At the moment with my miners, I earn about 12 Matic a week at the moment, and usually I do the reinvest 50-50 with this one, right? What we'll be seeing is when Arbitrum Land launches, we will start to see more and more of that 1% fee in and out of Arbitrum Land going into Polygon Land, right? Which should start to build it. The advancement that I've done is that I've used the quite great sustainability that we realize with the method that we've been using with Polygon Land, meaning that the miners are always the same price. It's really made it quite sustainable, and it's lasted way longer than almost every other ROI dApp that launched at that time. So we will be talking about that. And we'll be launching it. So look out for that. If you want to get involved, then there will be lots of content on it for you to learn more about it. I'll be doing AMAs. I fucking hate AMAs. Boo! But I will be doing AMAs. And I do have a AMA coming up with Monstros Degens, where it will be me with Monstros Degens. Should be also James Pelton and AJ from SparkSwap and EMP, all in the same stream. We will be doing a mega stream also, so watch out for that one. So if I'm not talking about ROI dApps, and I'm not talking about miners, right? And I'm not talking about, airdrops, what am I going to, how to make money inside of crypto? Number one is LP pools. Of course it is. Come on. Right. So LP farming, liquidity farming, if you're either V3 or you are V2, right? There are many ways to earn. I actually can prefer V2 sometimes because V3 really does skin you sometimes quite badly. My favorite farm for LP farming has got to be Equalizer on base chain and on Phantom, right? I'm using both of them and it does earn me pretty good. So at the moment in here, I have 25K. 2 months ago, that was 50K, right? But the market has gone down and I hold a lot of this heavy in Phantom and Phantom has been obliterated, absolutely screwed in the market, which is too bad, but whatever. We're holding. It's going to go back to all-time high and beyond. I'm very, very sure of that, right? But you can see I've got $316 today to claim from that and from 26,000 stake, but really it is about 55,000 Phantom and also about 0.5 ETH, I think. And you come to the bottom here, there's other ways you can yield farm with this as well. I am in it with DGen token. Not much. I've got $58. It used to be $200, but this token has been destroyed. And my zero airdrop of $200 now is in here for 177%. These all do the same thing. You put in one single token and they will magically do the V3 liquidity farming for you, right? They're just keeping you 80% to the token that you want to hold and putting 20% in a stable coin, so that if it does go down in value, then you kind of protect it and you also get good amount of yield from it, right? So you can see some of these that I'm in, 37% with Phantom here. I've got another one with Phantom, which is 37%. I have another one with ETH somewhere down here. Wrapped ETH, 46%. Perfect, right? I just sit these in here. This is my pocket money. This can help. Like, for example, I had to pay the council tax. Council tax! Fuck. Had to pay council tax. I used some of this. I just took out the yield, paid it, right? And I don't lose my crypto. Fantastic. Next one would be Aperture. You want to do V3 liquidity positions and get a bit fancy with your yield farm. You can come somewhere like this. For example, here I'm in with Wrapped ETH and Arbitrum token. Arbitrum also has been completely decimated, destroyed in this market. Oh my god, we got screwed so bad. Oh. But yeah, so we used to have about $7,000 in here. Now it's $3,500. Yeah, we're getting absolutely screwed, but we're holding Arbitrum token because it will go up. By the way, the Arbitrum land uses Ethereum on Arbitrum chain, right? Not ARB. And here I just keep my position nice and clean, and when it goes out of range, I come here, I rebalance and I reinvest, and I just keep going with this. It will eventually give me more tokens and will eventually be worth lots of money when the banana gets stripped. Okay, you can do it with Ratmatic on Polygon, you can use Scroll, all of these are great. So this would be the two main tools that I use with liquidity. I also use Crystal for yield farming with liquidity as well. Or you want to come into other ones, great one here would be Pulse Strip farm over on Pulse Chain, where of course Pulse token has been absolutely obliterated too, but it's not been a good couple of months, has it? But but the yield that you can get from farming on Pulse Chain really does counteract the bad price performance of Pulse token. Even Pulse Strip and Rat Pulse going down quite a lot in value, I'm still earning a lot from this. Okay, at the moment it's $755 in here. It used to be $200, right, with P Drip and Rat Pulse, but $2,000. But we're getting 168% APR. We continue to take the H2O and turn that into Pulse token, and then I just squirrel it away, right? Also down here in Wrapped ETH with Pulse, and we've earned 7,000 H2O here and 4,000 H2O here. Is probably about $100. I'll turn that into Pulse Chain, put it aside, wait for the Pulse Chain bull run to finally happen one day. It will happen, right? Pulse Chain will take off, but we just don't see it yet. It's fine. Continue. Stack. Farm. Stack. Farm. Stack. That's how you can profit. And it's kind of the way I see yield farming in a downturn is always the same, right? At the moment, for example, in Equalizer especially, I'm getting a very low 37% APR on my Phantom, right? But that's Phantom at the price it is now, right? Phantom's extremely low at the moment, right? Was it like under 50 cents at the moment? It was $1.25 just a few months ago. That means actually, because what I'm doing is I'm farming, then I'm getting equal token, I'm selling the equal back into Phantom, right? Now, when this happens and Phantom goes back to $1.25, this APR will be more than doubled. We will be almost breaching into 100% APR, speculatively, posthumously, when the token actually goes up in value. And that's the way to kind of see yield farming in a downturn, that although the yield is low at the moment, the token prices are falling, but when they eventually go back up and you hold, then you will get the massive rewards out of it, right? And that's what I do on Pulse Chain too, with the same, like, just the belief that you have to believe in these projects, that they're going to go through. They have great devs. Pulse Drip have a great dev team. Equalize have great dev teams. And this one too, Spark Swap, have a fantastic dev team. And I do believe that eventually Spark will go back up. I've been playing around with their B Spark. I have two here, so we've got $1,000 here and $200 on this wallet here, earning Spark, right? But the one I like to play around with at the moment is the Spark 404, where I'm just basically, all the Spark tokens that I get from my farm, I burn them, and then I buy up more of these NFTs. And then I just earn platform rewards. At the moment it's low, but it will eventually go up, I do believe, right? So you got to just pick the farms you like and make sure they're good, not Pulse Latina, the bitch, right? And get the good ones, right? So that's number one, yield farm, right? Figure it out, find your way to really get going with yield farming, right? Number two, what is number two? Have a guess, what is it? Comments, we have some comments that are coming in. What we got? They're not showing up there, but they should, but they're not. I think there's a timer problem. Dilob 9000, what's the current situation with Forex Shark? So I had a conversation with Forex Shark over a month ago now, and I've heard nothing from him since. And even in the R34P DAO, there's been no mention from Forex Shark at all. So we are still waiting for him to decide what to do with that. Brett can't wait for Castland. Yep. We'll have to see. I mean, at the moment, Caspa only seems to have the inscription service, which wouldn't work with smart contracts. So if they can get smart contracts going with that, then yeah, we're in. DJ Bomber, do you follow Smartcoin? No. I remember I played in Smartcoin a couple of years ago, and it was kind of like a big Ponzi coin thing, but it might be a different one then. And Pulse Chain will come good if you hold the line. I'm holding the line. Don't worry, I'm holding the line. No problem there. I can wait. Okay, second way to profit while we're waiting for prices to go up has to be, really, must be, to mine the crypto. Like, that's it, right? While we're waiting, the best thing you can do right now is start to buy miners. I know in our DAO, there are quite a few miners in there now. I don't have any miners myself. I'm a liquidity miner. I'm hoping to get one here, actually, because, move to this new place. And why not just get some miners and start mining some crypto? I personally would like to mine Caspa, because it seems like it has huge potential. There's some, not red flags with Caspa, but I would say some things that make me less bullish. The fact that they don't want to actually pay for their own marketing, right? They don't want to pay for sexes to list them. They want to be listed just for being a great token, which is admirable, but at the same time, they might get a little bit phantom by it, right? Because that's kind of what Phantom do, and they get left behind quite a lot with all the other coins. But yeah, mining, right? So I've been looking through a couple of mining sites, some that were recommended to me and some that I found myself. So this would be Musk Miner. Apparently, if you're in the UK, then this is a pretty good one for you to check out. They have been spoken about by Voscoin. If you do want to get into mining, probably Voscoin is the best guy that you could watch for learning more about using mining rigs, I would believe. And we can also check out some other sites that I found. So this would be coinminingcentral.com, where you can also find some miners. They have a good FAQ that I was reading through here. I found, I'll give you an example, right, of what we can do with these. We have here caspaminer.co.uk, another British mining one. And here we have the Ice River Cast KS3M Casper, right? three reviews, all 5 stars, going for £6,000, which I guess is like $8,000, $9,000, something like that. Okay, on sale, half price today for that, right? This miner, you can come here, and if you're thinking, oh well, how can I figure out like how much my miner is actually going to make, and how much will the electricity cost, and how am I going to how long to ROI, is a bit tricky. You need to weigh up a couple different elements of the miner to figure out how you're going to ROI. In my honest opinion, the best way to learn how to do these things is probably just to do it. Buy a cheap miner and run it, and then you'll figure it out way quicker than if you want to kind of go through. But you can come to something like this, which is cryptocalc.online, where I put in Caspa, and we figured it all out, right? So from this miner, the KS3M, we can come down and see the hash rate is 6 terahertz, up or down 10%, right? So then you can come to here and just put in the hash rate. You can choose terahertz, gigahertz, megahertz, kilohertz, hertz, right? So 6 terahertz, you have the power of watts. So they give you the power of wattage here, which is 3,400. So you put that into the calculator. Power cost, you'd have to look at your energy bill and actually find out for where you live and what's going on, how much your energy is costing. I haven't had an electricity bill here, so I didn't actually look at that yet. Pool fee, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe someone can know. And the block reward is already fixed, right? So this says, from the information that I put in for the KSM3, which costs £6,000 or about $8,000, I think, roughly, then we would get $12 a day in cash, and the electricity cost would be $8, right? A week we would get $87 of cash, and then we'll be $57 of electricity. Per month we get $375, which would be $200 of fees, and every year you would make $4,500, but the cost would be $2,900. Now I don't think this is totally accurate, of course. I think it might be more profitable because people have been speaking quite glowing reviews of Caspa, but this is something that you could kind of use to get a pretty good idea. If anyone knows a better calculator online, then please let me know, right? So the thing that I would take away from this, though, is that if you're going to then make $1,500 from your miner in 1 year, that's with Caspa being the current price. If we do go into that banana movement, right, the one we were talking about, right, over here, the banana, where was the banana? The banana movement, right? Your Caspa is going to go parabolic, meaning that every single time that Caspa does another, 2x, that means that your profit is going up. Your electricity is not going to go up with the price of Caspa, right? And that's, again, my ethos, right? At this time, as we were mining Phantom unequal, and I'm getting more Phantom, but losing the... Oh, my camera just fell off. But we're getting more we're getting more tokens, but the value is not very high. Just like this, you're getting tokens. Caspa is pretty low in price at the moment. It did go up to 0.2. As it goes up in value, that means that if you just keep your tokens, then that miner should ROI way faster, right? So mining is definitely one of the best things that you can do right now. You just need to put the bread up, right? I would say you got to spend between 5K to 10K on the miners, and get going from it, right? It's an important thing to do. All right, so with those two covered, then we need to have a look at the last two, right? And we are going to have a conversation now about investing in teams, right? Invest in teams, right? You need to think, where are you going to put your money? Who has the best team? Because that's one of the most important things, right? A lot of us are, we can come to CoinMarketCap, right? Let's come back to CoinMarketCap. Sorry, to CoinGecko, right? We can choose, a basket of cryptocurrencies from here. For example, my portfolio, right? Absolutely destroyed. My portfolio is absolutely destroyed. Especially my CoinGecko one, man. Oh my God. Right. So, my best gainer is probably MPC, right? Still doing very well. But all of these, man, I put a basket of $200 into all of these about 4 months, 5 months, 6 months ago now, and almost all of these AI, GameFi, Deepin, Quantum, right? They're all down so bad. It's unbelievable how much they've fallen. Um, and and one of the reasons for that is because I don't know the teams. I don't know who's behind these projects. These are all just coins. These are all coins which are available on CoinGecko, and I don't know any of them. I don't know if they're builders. I don't know if they're actually going to go through with it. I don't know if they're scammers. Right? We have no idea, and that's the huge risk with this. So then you think, okay, so if I'm going to invest it, then I should really be just investing in teams, invest in people, not projects, for some of your portfolio. And these are guarantees ways that you are definitely going to be able to profit when you come into the bull run. Because if you invest into teams and people and builders, people that you can watch and respect and know that they're going to, hold their word and finish what they started, complete their roadmaps, there's a huge chance that they're going to be successful coming in, because they will have a massive community of ever-growing community of people who trust them, who will be shouting from the rooftops about how they made money, right? And that's basically how you build a giant project, is you make people rich. Once you make people rich, people are going to get on Twitter, they're going to be around, they're going to speak about your project or the project that you're in continuously and tell everyone about it, because they want to dump their bags on you. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm telling lies. This is what happens. So this is this is the big thing. So invest in teams. How do you find a good team? How do you find a good leader? You need to get into the telegrams and into the chats and really check them out. I wrote down some of the teams that I think are going to do really well. First one would be the SCC. Boom. Yeah, the SCC, our own project. Of course, we're going to be doing very well in the future. We've continued to do exactly what we said that we were going to do. Right? We're not going anywhere. We are always working and building, and we are making sure that the projects that we're putting out are fully realized and fully functional and fully working. We do have 2 ready to go projects now. We have Arbitrum Lime. We also have the token PXP 404. A little bit of alpha that I want to drop for you right now. We stopped the development, well, not the development, the rollout of it, because the market started to collapse a bit. And in that downtime, we've actually completely changed all the NFT images. And now it's not actually going to be poop themed. We've made a completely new NFT collection, because myself and Colin, we decided that we can't just continue to make poop themed crypto things, as funny as it is, right? We decided that we are going to go in a little bit of a different direction with the PXP token, and yeah, the designs are already done, so expect a alpha leak of the designs very, very soon as we launch the website. That's the first one, yeah. Our own project. Of course, it's going to be the first one. Next one I put down would probably have to be honest, because they continue to do it. And a lot of people are not going to be happy, possibly, that I say this, but one of the best teams in the degenerate space is got to be Elephant Money, right? They moved to Solana. I completely did not follow them to Solana. I faded it, to be honest, and I wish I hadn't, because Trunk has done just what they said. Now, there are, in Elephant Money, you need to have your finger on the pulse, because they change up the liquidity and the rhetoric and, where money's going and where money isn't all the time. But you can see here, their futures contract is still paying out. I've got $37 here today. I have claimed out $10,000 from a $5,000 investment, right? I've doubled my money in futures, and that's just from building it over the last year. It is a great contract, and if we do have a look at Trunk, I don't know how it's been doing in the short term, but in the long term, it has been on an absolute tear, doing very well. Where's Elephant Money Trunk? And say what you want about Bank Teller, he doesn't leave. He just sticks around, right? And he makes the kind of crypto that I enjoy, this kind of insane, it's, oh yeah, see, it's pegging. There we go. So they said they were going to peg. They said it was going to be a 10x from the bottom, and it has been a more than a 10x from the bottom for Trunk. So, invest in leaders, invest in people who do exactly what they said they're going to do. That is a 2,000% pump from the bottom there, and it only took them 2 months to do that, and they're about to smash into $1. That's great success for Elephant Money. Like, well done. Congratulations. Other ones who I would say that you should probably take a look at would be the team behind Pulse Drip, DripX, and everything else that they've done. They continue to build. Yep, and that's important, right? Where's DripX? So again, DripX, I made my miners. I kind of almost ROI'd with my miners, but then I kind of stopped buying miners. So I've got one left. It is 50% complete. The ROI is 400% because the token pumped a lot. They are building something new, which I haven't looked into yet. I believe the only person who's made a video on it, I think, is Bartertown. So I need to check out his video on what they're doing with DripX next, because they are going to be creating another, I guess, layer. I think I need to get in touch with Hustleman Matt and Bandit, right, to find out exactly what's going on. But 143 days running, you know, almost half a year, and looking good so far. Of course, the payouts are not so juicy. We now have a 90-day payout of $2, and I still have the same percentage of global shares, so the payout is down. But then also they do have, like we looked before, we do have Pulse Drip also over on Pulse Chain, which is a great printer. The idea is you take your DripX, then you turn it into ice and send it over to Pulse Chain, right? And then in Pulse Chain, you can farm with your ice to get yield on yield, right? These guys are always around. They are always available, and they just continue to build. So that's why I would say them. Again, another great one would probably have to be AJ with EMP, because of everything they're building, this flywheel effect, right? They have Spark Swap. They have Ceto Swap, right? This is also run by AJ. This is a yield farm on Manta. They have EMP Fusion, which is on the Binance Smart Chain, where they're going to be building a this. So that's Pulse Chain with Spark Swap. We have Ceto with on Manta. We have EMP on Binance Chain. So they're making this umbrella of dApps all over crypto across different ways to build. But for me, honestly, the EMP Fusion so far, I put in $2,000. I have $17 to claim so far. So for me, the yield has been pretty. I'm not sure what, and they haven't managed yet to peg the token, I don't believe. So the market has been bad, so it's kind of trumped EMP there. The whole idea was to get EMP above peg, and so far it didn't happen yet. But I believe that if there is anyone who can repeg a tomb fork, it would have to be this team. Yeah, you can see, so it pumped all the way. Oh, it got close, 0.3, which is about 50% under peg, I think. And then the dump, the horrible dump. But now recovering. So let's see if they can pull it off. $10 million market cap, $1.8 million in liquidity. Let's see. I hope they do, right? I want to see a tomb fork finally peg, right? I want to see that. Okay, so there we've covered. And the last one would have to be the other way to profit. Number four is just, come on, buy some blue chips, right? That's it. Buy blue chips. Come into CoinGecko, and there are so many great coins in the top 100 that are going to make so much money for people. It's just, you know, if this is your first bull run, you might not understand just how much money is going to be made just from spreading your capital across the top 100 coins at this moment. Because so many of them are sitting at prices which have been just lagging down there for so long, right? Let's take some big boys, right? Chainlink, today, $13. We go max time, right? Right, go max. This chart is so depressing. Look at that. Like, bull run, amazing, right? $50 Chainlink, right? And then Dumpsville for a long time under $10, and now it's just retracing back to that terrible price performance, right? It's a great time to buy something like Chainlink. Now, will Chainlink hit all-time high again? The thing about getting into the top 100 with blue chips, right, and just buying into basically an ETF of the top 100, maybe go into the top 200 if you want, if you find some tokens that you like, is that not all of them are going to have the kind of performance that you wanted from them in the bull run, right? We can take some that went through the last bull run and didn't perform. I think EOS is one of them. Yeah, here we go. So this is EOS, came out 2018, which would just be the end of the last bull run, and they had their own launch bullishness, right? So you can see the token comes out and people get bullish on it, even though we're not in the actual the bull run, right? It was kind of, right? And then it comes into 2021 bull run, and people think, oh, it's of course going to go higher because that's the way crypto works, that's the way Bitcoin works, right? But you can see with EOS, it didn't actually work like that. The token mooned and crashed extremely fast. People cashed out and got their money and then left, right? And the token is now at the lowest price it's been in this max chart for CoinGecko, right? Lowest ever, I guess. If we go to 97% down from all-time high, right? Still 86 market cap, right? And that will happen to a lot of tokens in the top 100 right now for this bull run. They will not get to their all-time high that they were at in the last bull run. Now, this could be some of the tokens that you're holding, right? Tron as well, I believe, did not make it last time. No, well, they had that weird mega pump. Yeah, they did actually. They pumped a little bit, but so it's, from 0.06 and then they went to 0.12. Okay, like a 2x. That's it, right? And then they dumped very quickly after it. Now they're coming to it. They might be able to do it this time. So Chainlink, for example, was hot last cycle because it was new last cycle. Polkadot was hot last cycle because it was new last cycle. Uniswap, the same, right? Then we have no new tokens, right? Near Protocol, I don't think was around in the last cycle. And yes, from 2020, it it was actually, okay. So this could get back up because I don't think Near had anywhere near the kind of utility that it does have now for this. So this is another thing you need to be very careful with, choosing coins that you think, even they might be from the last cycle, do they have the legs to actually beat their last all-time high, right? So choosing wisely from these, or buy them all, right? $50 in all of them and see what happens, or $100 DCA into each one, every one of them. So these are the 4 ways that I think you can actually just profit right now before this banana zone comes, right? They were, of course, okay? Mine the tokens. Get yourself a miner. Buy a miner, right? If you want to know more about it, get into our chat, Telegram chat, and find out about this. Then we also have get into LP positions. Of course, LP farming is the best way to do it. We have to invest in teams, invest in the people that you believe in most, and they should be able to, right? None of this is financial advice, by the way, but it should work out for you. And the last one, get some blue chips, right? Stack those blue chips and wait for the bull run and then sell the fuckers, right? Okay, let's come into the chat. Do we have any questions for Richie? Right, we have Pulse Chain. You will get hooked on mining quick. I bet you can, man. Just having a thing in your house that's just going to continually make you money. It's just like yield farming. I think it would be extremely addictive, yeah. And the fact that it's going straight into your wallet, you don't have the risk of getting scammed. You don't have the risk of someone rug pulling you or anything because you're just mining the tokens. It's a beautiful thing. It is. Mining crypto is a beautiful thing. Really is. The CAS is the greatest play this cycle, in my opinion. The CAS BTC chart is a work of art. It is pretty beautiful. Yes, it is. Any other questions? Do you follow Smartcoin? Talked about that. Are you still in Fortune Hunters and their tokens? I still hold the Fortune Hunter token. Yes, I have a lot of it that Craig gave me, and I put it into the Eternal Engine. I just put it there as safekeeping. And I also hold some in my wallet too. I was about 1 or 2 BNBs worth that I still hold. Yes. Thank you for AMC. Morning all. Nodes. Yeah, that reminds me. So there is a node launching in 4 days. Lumia is launching, right? We covered this before on the channel. I think it was the last video I made before I left. And I'm going to be buying this. This is $1,000 a node. It will be immediately, the token that is going to be churning out for us will be immediately pumped out onto Binance, onto Coinbase, and it will be on OKX. It will be everywhere you can imagine, right? apparently straight upon launch, because the token that it is coming from was already listed on these tier 1 dexes. So I am pretty excited for the launch of Lumia. I will be covering this in depth, not tomorrow, probably the day after. Tomorrow I'm going to go see my dad. We're going to watch the Euro Cup final and drink some whiskey. Yeah. Okay, if anyone has any other questions for me, then ask away. Other than that, then I think I'm going to head off for the evening and go and do something else. Maybe do some yield farming, or maybe buy a miner. Anyone in the comments wants to tell me which miner I should buy, then let me know. And hope you like the new stream setup. Any problems, let me know. I think it went pretty well though. Pretty stoked about that as well. Yeah, so expect some AMAs coming up from me in the very near future, because we need to get churning with the advertising for Arbitrum Land, getting everything out there as well. Let's turn that down. All right. Okay, so I've been Crypto Mischief. Hope you enjoy. Oh, any plans for the Runes PXP? Runes, not yet. No, the plan is still to mint out the wizards, actually, the PXP wizards. But Bitcoin really cooled off, and we decided to start working on the smart contracts. And you know, in my spare time, I'm smashing through a lot of code software. I've did Java, now JavaScript, now going into JSX with React, and wanting to start building my own, basically my own websites and my own smart contracts by myself, because it's quite expensive, to be honest, having to hire blockchain devs all the time. They're not cheap, and probably I can make a pretty penny by doing it myself. Yeah. Invest in yourself. That is number 5, isn't it? Yeah, must be. Invest in yourself, right? That would be the best way also to profit before the bull run. Learn about crypto, and then learn how to do it yourself and make crypto yourself and make these things, right? Make tools, make coins, make dApps, make anything that crypto users need. You will probably profit more than just holding the coins, to be honest. That's a good bit of sage advice there for you. Okay, hope you enjoyed today. Don't forget, smash the like. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. I will be back live very soon with another video. Don't worry about that. Won't be a couple. Yeah, I think it's been like